Councillor Dennis Leonard, Kinnegad, wants to speak in favour of motion 108.
Good afternoon, delegates. I just want to give a very practical example of how important this motion is, and I want to support it wholeheartedly. I represent an area of a 400% population growth, which has grown mainly over the last 10 years. We have 6 commuter towns in the area. We had a station open for 120 years that was closed about 30 years ago. We have Mullingar to Athlone line as well, which has been closed. Vital transport infrastructure, which must stay in state ownership and which must be reopened. Now, next year Irish Rail is to split into an infrastructure body and an operations capital programme. This is so important going forward. There's over 40 million in funds below in Ballahadreen in unspent transport, which is mainly earmarked for rail cars. Now, I feel very strongly, members, that as we heard earlier in job creation, 1 billion creates 10,000 jobs. This money could create over 400 jobs by keeping services locally, reopening rail stations. It's never been as reasonable to build as now. There's a transport poverty in this country. There's European legislation there, there's international legislation there which we must comply to. The environment must be part of the equation. It's about a service that's been offered, not just about making profit. The Mullingar to Athlone line would open up tourism, it would open up essential transport and national infrastructure. We only have 2 stations in Westmeath for 90,000 people. 2 final points. The Minister has recently launched a very new rural transport initiative. We're very proud of that. 1/3 of us live in rural Ireland. An integrated system bringing people by shuttle to bus or train is the way to go. And finally, I must say this. The barometer must be how many people we can take off the road for every euro spent. Irish Rail must be kept in state ownership. It must be a principle of build it and they will come. I recommend this motion.
Minister for Public and Commuter Transport, Alan Kelly TD, to respond to the